Welcome to Red Recaps. In today's video, we'll be doing a review of the action drama movie Leon the Professional. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. Ensure to watch until the end. Let's get started. A tracking shot takes us to a restaurant in Little Italy, New York. Tony tells Leon to persuade the overweight guy that entering Maurizio's region is a bad idea. Leon says he's free on Tuesday. The fat man enters his hotel with heavy security. He's there to visit his girlfriend and do business. Tonto calls the guy to inform him that a serious man is coming, and Tonto is shot. He warns his troops about the firm. When someone enters the elevator, they open fire. Tonto died. The others flee to prepare the automobile and look for the assassin. Leon grabs the bodyguard as he glances over the stairs. Others are carrying drugs and money to go. Leon kills bodyguards and blocks both exits. He catches the overweight guy and kills his detail. The guy fires after peeking through a bullet hole. He gathers additional firearms and calls 911. He claims someone is attempting to murder him and hides until police arrive. He hangs up as Leon approaches. He advises Leon to take the medicine and live, but he gives him a phone number. Maurizio assures him he'll never return to town. He instructs Leon to make sure he understands and lets him go. Leon instructs him to declare he understands, then vanishes. Leon buys his milk from the supermarket and heads home. Matilda sees him heading up the stairs and welcomes him. Leon knows she was beaten, but says she fell off her bike. She tells him to keep her dad's cigarette secret. Someone leaves her flat and clashes with her father over his drugs. Melky encourages him to be honest about the drugs to avoid bothering his supervisor. Matilda's father persists. Melky informs his supervisor that he wouldn't cut narcotics. Stan sniffs the father and says he believes him, but he must find out who did it by tomorrow at noon. The father rushes after them to find out, then smacks Matilda. Leon eavesdrops. He showers, sips milk, irons clothing, and cares for his plant. Leon sleeps on his chair at night. We see Matilda's dad, mom, elder sister, and little brother the following morning. Leon is exercising. The father tells the mother he messed up. Matilda switches the TV channel, and her sister pursues and slaps her. The girl answers the phone. Matilda's school calls to notify her parents that she's missed 2 weeks of school and will be expelled if they don't explain why. Matilda is dead. Leon sets his plant in the sun and departs, overhearing Matilda's chaos. He enjoys every second of singing in the rain. When he arrives home, he discovers Matilda with a bloody nose and tells her life is terrible. She mentioned she was going grocery shopping and asked whether she should grab him milk. He nodded. He gets a glass of milk at home. Stan enters the building simultaneously with the armed guys. He takes drugs and prefers the quiet before the storm. Leon notices Matilda's dad waiting for them in the corridor. Stan's soldiers chase him after he guns his way in. He murders the mother and elder daughter, then loots the house. His men fear him. Stan informs the father that it's 12:01 p.m. Malky instructs the others to trash the flat. Matilda is shopping. Stan plays with Dad as the kid hides beneath the bed. Stan moves aside while the guys search the flat, allowing the father to draw and fire. Stan's man panics and shoots the youngster, killing everyone. Stan catches the fleeing dad. When he sees blood on his suit, he follows him and shoots him. Malky stops Stan from shooting when the man outside gets nervous. Benny nearly shoots Malky outside. Matilda returns to the building and immediately senses trouble. She sees that her dad is dead and hears Malky say that they killed her brother. She rings Leon's doorbell, begging him to let her in, while one of Stan's men watches her struggle in front of the door. Leon hesitates but eventually opens his door for her. She goes into the kitchen and he stays by the door. Malky sees that Matilda is missing, and they look for her. The man by the door remembers Matilda and comes to Leon's door. He follows him with his gun when she turns on the TV, scaring both of them. As more officers come, they locate the cocaine. Stan tells his men to congratulate them. Matilda tells Leon that her family was miserable except for her little brother, whom she adored. He uses a pig oven glove to cheer up Matilda. She tells Leon she has nowhere to go. Matilda finds his firearms and gives him extra milk. When he returns, she asks what he does, and he responds, "A cleaner." She claims he's a hitman. Later, Matilda asks him how much it would cost to murder the guys who killed her brother. When he estimates $5,000, she makes him a deal. In return for working for him, he'll teach her how to be a cleaner. She tells Leon she has nowhere to go. He tells her to relax and they'll discuss it tomorrow. She assures him she's been great as he tucks her in. At midnight, Leon thinks about killing her. At the bed, he changes his mind. Leon places his plant in sunlight and exercises the next morning. He tells Matilda to leave after breakfast. Matilda gives him a note, but he can't read it. She's made a life decision. Matilda wants to clean. Leon hands her a rifle and says he works alone. Matilda says he's accountable for her life because he rescued it. Leon says Matilda is too young to do it. Matilda shoots out the window to prove she can. Leon and Matilda walked afterward. He tells her it's unprofessional and to stop. They check in. Matilda lies and charms the receptionist into suggesting they can play the violin. Matilda grabs the paperwork so Leon doesn't feel humiliated. Leon brings her the plant from below. He reviews it, then sits down while Matilda finishes the paperwork. She begs him to teach her to clean. Leon visits Tony later. Tony can't believe he requested a starter pistol. Leon wants to practice. Later, he unlocks Matilda's box with a gun. He suggests she should master the rifle first, so she can maintain her distance from the customer. She may become closer to the customer as she gains experience. They position themselves. He orders her to punch anybody for practice. Matilda sees no women or children in the scope. Leon advises her to follow a jogger. Now, he claims, she paintballs him. Leon's wow. Matilda afterward washes windows, dishes, and even firearms. Leon has her do crunches and sip milk. She always sleeps in a bed and he in a chair. He wakes her up early to do crunches, but she uses her sister's program. She teaches Leon to write, while he teaches Matilda to shoot. Matilda suggests an association game when they need a break. Leon doesn't recognize Madonna, Marilyn Monroe, or Chaplin. Leon understands when she dresses like Gene Kelly. He impersonates John Wayne, but she has no clue. Matilda sees Leon caring for his plant and says he likes it. He compares himself to a plant. She advises him to plant it if he truly likes it. Leon begs Tony for his money one day. Tony believes he has met a lady and warns him about women. He reminds him that a lady caused him difficulty earlier. Leon wants to assist someone with the money. Tony instructs him to beg for his money. He gives him $100 and says they must speak business. Leon sees Matilda with a guy when Tony is gone and approaches her. He scolds her for talking to strangers, cussing, and smoking. At the hotel, Matilda tells Leon she loves him. She tells Leon she feels it in her gut. He says it's meaningless and goes to work. He experiences a mini meltdown in the hallway, but recovers quickly. Matilda watches him go. Later, she informs the receptionist that Leon isn't her father but her boyfriend, shocking him. She stealth enters her residence. Matilda steps on her late brother's teddy rabbit. She discovers her father's money. She hides when Stan arrives. Matilda hears him tell IA that her father grabbed for the pistol, so he killed him, and he didn't see any kids. Others urge him to comply. If they want his help, they should visit his office. Matilda remembers his office number. She chases him in a taxi and tells the driver to follow. Matilda discovers Stan's DEA status. Leon comes and she's already there. He buys her a pink outfit. The hotel receptionist ejects them. Matilda and Leon move. He showers and sews. Matilda feeds him milk, gives him money, and arranges a hit on her family's killers. Leon won't take the job or lend her his equipment. Matilda wonders why he's so harsh and won't help her get revenge on her family. Leon thinks vengeance is bad and to forget. Matilda remembers. He tells her that after killing someone, she'll sleep with one eye open forever. Matilda loads the gun and tells him she'll stay if she wins the roulette. Leon assures her she'll lose since the chamber is empty. She puts the pistol to her head and says she loves him, but he takes it and shoots away. Matilda's confidence. They visit Tony. Leon fell and needed rescue. Young Matilda learns quickly. Tony hesitates, then orders 2 glasses of milk. Matilda and Leon work together. He shows her the chain. Leon rings the doorbell and convinces the guy to open it. She follows Leon when he breaks the chain. He sticks his pistol in the man's mouth and drags him around. When it's apparent, he instructs the guy where to stand and Matilda to go. The girl assembles her pistol and fires a paintball at a guy. Then, a security shot. Leon explains each shot to the confused man. He urges her not to shoot in the face so they can identify the customer. Leon shoots the guy and instructs Matilda on how to use her silencer. She destroys narcotics before leaving. Champagne follows. He advises Matilda to sit down when she requests a kiss. He asks her to drop the matter when she tells him she loves him again. Leon's first hit came at age 19. Matilda drinks alcohol and laughs maniacally, making Leon apprehensive. They keep hitting, improving their pattern. Leon hears a guy prepping a pistol in one apartment and pulls Matilda away. He suggests using the ring method when it's unsightly. Leon throws a grenade and shows her the ring. Leon visits Tony the following day. Nervous, he tells Tony to give Matilda his money if he dies. Tony trusts him. Leon informs Matilda he can't go with him to a huge job. He tells her he wants time alone and that she needs to mature. Matilda is alone, caring for a plant, watching TV, and aging. Several lads bully her, but she offers them money and tells them to go. She's plotting. Matilda accompanies Stan to work. She claims she's bringing lunch to his workplace and signs in. Stan waits for Matilda in the men's room. He tells her to drop the package and tell him who sent her. Matilda is self-employed. She informs him that he murdered her brother. Stan apologizes and begs Matilda to come along. He's glad she wants to live, since he doesn't like murdering those who don't. Someone informs him that Malky is dead. They told him a pro had murdered Malky. He stated, "No ladies, no kids," before being shot. Stan doesn't murder Matilda and orders her to his office. She realizes that Leon murdered Malky. Leon discovers a message from Matilda claiming she's seeking Stan and leaving money for a contract to murder them if they kill her. She re-loves him. Leon immediately gets Matilda from the DEA. Stan's guys worry about what she'll do with all those firearms. Leon shoots and hugs them. Matilda wore his gift that night. Leon approves. She seduces him while sitting next to him. Leon can't accept her. He tells her about his Italian love. He murdered her so she wouldn't see Leon. After 2 days, authorities released the father. One night, Leon murdered him and boarded a boat to America. He's never had another girlfriend. Matilda agrees, but makes him share her bed. Leon finally sleeps. Later, Tony and Stan surround his establishment. He asks Tony whether he knows who murdered Malky, as an Italian-looking guy was on his turf. He informs him about Matilda's rescuer. He's wanted by Stan. The next morning, Leon awakens. He always sleeps with one eye open, he tells Matilda. When she leaves to get milk, they knock again. Leon reclines. Stan waits for Matilda. SWAT stops her from entering the residence. They ask her for the key and how to knock, so he knows it's her. Matilda provides an incorrect code. The guys knock on Stan's door and prepare to storm his flat. Once they get inside, they don't notice Leon, who closes the door behind them and murders them. Others notice they're dead and call it. Stan instructs Benny to get everyone. SWAT teams and police surround the building. Leon shoots from his apartment until he's struck. One of the officers looks around and sees Leon's pistol. The others listen and retreat. Matilda is freed by Leon. She helps him grab the axe off the wall as he holds the police prisoner. The other cops assume he shot their person, so they fire and kill him. They retreat and call for reinforcements when Leon fires again. Matilda apologizes while Leon fights. His plant escapes sniper fire. Then they leave. Police blocked the passageway. Leon helps them escape. He shoots Matilda through the wall. She won't go because he won't fit. Leon assures her he'll go with Tony's money. The police prepare to blow them up. Leon tells Matilda that she's given him a taste of life and he'll never be alone again. He encourages her to go down the shaft, and she tells him she loves him. Leon survived the apartment explosion. When someone raises their hand, they enter. The guy is lifted up. Leon fools them into believing he's one of them and escapes. Stan is angry that they can't locate a guy and a woman as Matilda leaves. Stan appears and recognizes Leon's medic. Leon puts on his mask and Stan calls the police. Matilda escapes from the rear and passes the police. Stan shoots Leon as he nears the exit. Leon asks if he's Stan as he checks on him. Leon confirms it with a grenade ring from Matilda. Both explode. Tony offers to hold Matilda's money as he did for Leon. She begs for a cleaning job after being given $100. Tony tells her that Leon is dead. They're both sad. Tony says to retrieve the money and return to school. Matilda returns to her former school and lies about how her parents died. The principal welcomes her back, but tells her to quit lying. They want Matilda's confidence. She surprises her with the truth. Matilda believes Leon's plant will be okay in the yard. Here, the film ends. Enjoyed this video? Leave a comment down below and let us know what you think about the movie. If you liked this movie, check the links down below to watch it firsthand. And also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more of our videos. Thanks for watching Red Recaps. See you in the next video.